Welcome to the Love Them Knives Crazy Bin on YouTube. Yes, we are a little, maybe a half a bubble off a level plane, half a sandwich shy of a full picnic. But that's the way we roll around the LTK studio. Yes, it is. Because we sit around and talk to guys like this. Flanagan is a bad influence. Yes, he is. Now, hold on. So he came from Northern Ireland, right? Moved in, made himself at home. Guess what showed up the other day? Or who showed up the other day? What? Oh my God. One of his relatives. They're a bunch of bums. If Trump would ever get an end to that chain migration, we'd be in good shape. What happened? Finian. Okay, we got Finian and Flanagan. Some reason I have a feeling we're in double trouble now. We are really, this is not going to be good. You guys are separated to different segments, that's for sure. Okay. The CH3504 knife in G10. Can you see the 3504 G10? D2 steel blade. And I did a video where we talked about several of the different models, but I've had a viewer dogging me about doing one just on the CH3504 model. Jade. I can't remember if you can get these in. I know you can get them in these two colors, and I think I've seen them in black, and I'm not sure about orange. So I am not the consummate expert on all the color variations, but I've held a few CH knives in my hands. And you know what? $34.99, and I got mine from, and I don't know if it says it on this box, may or may not, this Effengrau, see that? E-A-F-E-N, right up here, this word. G-R-O-W. Okay, so that is the seller that bundles a bunch of different knives and sells them on not eBay, on Amazon. So here's my Amazon thing. And yeah, see, 3504. So this is just an example. It's $34.99, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. They give you the information on it's a 3.5-inch blade, D2 blade, 8.3 inches overall. Handle length 4.7, it's G10. There's your 4mm thickness on the blade stock. 153 grams. Single ball bearings. Okay, and if you don't believe them, believe me, I took the Jade one apart, and there's your ball bearings right there. So you can see they've skeletonized the inside liner on the top, not on the bottom, but they have on the top. There's your lock bar. There's your detent ball, which that looks ceramic, actually. I mean, these ball bearings, they look steel, but that actually looks ceramic. In any case, there's your back spacer. Nothing, outlandishly difficult about that whole deal. Took it apart, put it back together. It's a good knife. Yeah. They snap right out. T10 on these is about typical for most knives I've been reviewing lately. Come on, baby. Well, I can't shake it out. Crap. But it's not that much. It's on my D10 scale from 0 to 10. 5.5 maybe. Let's give it a 5.5 since my pitching arm obviously is not able to kick this out, but I can fail it. See? I mean, I can fail it. So it's not so hard that, well, that was close, that you can't fail. Well, it's getting better. In any case, so snappy, about a 5.5 on the detent. Yes, and I'm sure the detent varies from knife to knife, but these two are pretty consistent, actually. They're kind of a big old heavy knife. Fancy, where are you? God dang it. Don't hide over there. So the CH3504 is 8.3 inches. So this is, 8.25 inches. Pretty much the same. Same size. Yeah. You want to reverse them around, and Fancy's going to look a little bit bigger. Her handle is definitely bigger, longer. Go pivot to pivot. The blades are about the same. The 3504 blade is probably just a skosh longer, and the whole knife is just a tiny, tiny bit longer than the Para 2. But the Para 2 has a longer handle, because this is not a 5-inch handle, but this is. So, and if you don't believe it, see, there you go. Really 3 5/8 inch long blade. The Para 2 is under 3.5, just maybe just probably a 1/16 under a 1/2 inch. So it's more like a 3.45, but this one's 3 5/8. So I'd say 3.6 inch blade, somewhere in there. Overall, yeah, see, the Para 2 would be 8 1/4. This one's just a bit over. So obviously, this handle is not 5 inches, and it's not. It's 4 3/4. So that's a big difference. And if you didn't catch the metrics there, 90 millimeter blade and 21 centimeter overall. Now, let's see if it's a 4 millimeter blade stock. I'll bet you it might be. Oh yeah, 0.162. Ooh, that's all that. It's all that. And it's solid. Yeah, it's 4 millimeter basically. And let's assume both knives are the same. Oh, about 15 millimeter, almost 6/10 of an inch. That's a handful, isn't it? That's a handful. Yeah, I mean, they're just a good, solid knife. D2. That's pretty sharp. Let's try this one. That's really sharp out of the box. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one is very sharp too. So at least they're consistent in that way. 3504. One of my favorites, right? It's an old-time favorite. Old-time favorite. Hold on, let me show you. I didn't pull my knife out of the drawer. I should have. It's taking after this titanium S35VN knife that CH Knives made. And this isn't a fast tech deal. I just listed a bunch of knives. $69.53. I mean, what a deal for S35VN titanium frame lock flipper. Comes in blue, comes in like that dirty bronze, and then comes in a yellow. And wow, I mean, that's a heck of a knife. But this one, these are basically the same size as the titanium model. But you can see they're now a liner lock flipper, not a frame lock. You know, they're good and solid. You've got jimping at the top here. Fit and finish on these knives is pretty good, actually. It's amazing. I mean, I can't tell you how bad. I mean, we're talking a $34.99 knife here. I mean, I reviewed the Carter Squared that was made in Taiwan. Ontario Knife Company. Yeah, Ontario Knives, and and all these edges were sharp and grabby here. This kind of stuff was all around that knife. This is $35 knife, not $135, and it's nice. Fit and finish is good. So the reports I've been getting back from viewers on these knives, because they've been out for a few months, is really good. A person I talked to that lives in Louisiana had one of the small versions of this in titanium with a D2 blade, and he says I cut and cut and cut on it, and that's definitely D2. It's performed the same as the other D2 knives I've had, so from other makers. So in his mind, really good knife, performance-wise as well. But these are big. These are big. Well, let's weigh them up. They're a chunk of change as far as weight. When I go chunk of change, I don't mean money. I mean, weight. But in any case, so put it on. Yeah, and that's pretty close to what the specs were saying, right? 5.5 ounces. I guess that's not that big, that bad, especially, 155 grams for, a working knife. And these aren't beauty queens, although, I've seen people carry knives and be real, real proud of them that I thought I'd hide. I wouldn't even carry them, whatever. So, but no, I mean, these are pretty attractive, and this jade's nice, kind of translucent through there. You can see the brown. I kind of like that. I like the brown too. So, stone wash, real nice stone wash, and you've got a little choil down here for sharpening purposes, so you're okay there. Plunge looks good on that. I mean, they really look like they've been ground. Yeah, they're pretty daggone symmetrical here on the grind as well. High grind, you could do some piercing, you can do some slicing with that. Ergos, man, on this model, they've always been good. Always been good. And the pass-throughs, easy to get to as well. Just easy to push out of the way, disengage, just, And of course, lanyard hole. And it's partially milled away around here, so it doesn't lay down on the paracord or whatever you're using. I mean, that's thoughtful. And doing the backspacer in the matching color. That just slaps out there, doesn't it? Yeah. They'll rock it out there. Good looking knives. What do you think? CH3504? Oh, you mean like there's the 3001, right? Come on, listen to me. 3001. Let's throw a couple more into the mix, right? And talk about, these were small little shirt pocket, really fancy S35 VN knives, these 001s. 3002, I'm sorry. This is the 3001. That's the 3002. Man, numbers. I don't like numbers. They confuse me. 3001 G10. And this little baby doll used to be just a little titanium knife, right? But he blew this thing up into monster status. And these, I've been getting some guys, saying, I just grabbed me one off of Amazon and really like it. And you know what? These are good. These are really good. These are good. These are fine. I haven't done much with that. And then, just to completely embarrass and confuse you, here comes the 3505. And there's another one coming out that I don't think I've printed out on here yet. But, yeah, there's another one coming out as well, or that's already out. So, we haven't covered all the G10, but he's turning all his, well, not all of them, but most of his titanium knife designs, 3505, there you go, into G10 workers that are cheap. that are cheap, anywhere from 30 to 35. I think they're supposed to really sell for 35, so that's what you could probably expect to pay. But you know, yeah, they skeletonize that one too. So, you know, skeletonized liners, nice G10, you know, handles with pattern on them. So they're relatively grippy. Ball bearings, they flip good. You know, they're centered. No blade play, no lock rock on any of them I've had. And they're just a blast. This is a dog right here. How big is this summer gun? I'll bet it's bigger than this. Oh, hell, probably. Yeah. Betcha. What do you want to bet? That 3001, he turned it into a 3 3/4 inch blade. Hell yeah. Almost 4 inches. And, oh God, 8 5/8 overall. So this one is definitely bigger than this one. This is 3.5 with 8.3. Wow. The little one of the bunch has now become the dog, the big dog. So, yeah, and the 3004, I don't know what other models. There's just a bunch of them now that have turned out to be G10. And you know what? For 35 bucks, my friend, my brother man friend, you cannot go wrong with these. These are good knives. I've not heard anybody moan or complain about them at all. They've just been good. All good. All right, I'm going to let you go. We've had enough fun with the CH G10 series knives. Of course, made in China by my buddy Peng, whose brother is the Reich knife guy. You know Reich knives? Yeah, I like Reich. And used to work for Kaiser, you know? So I guess he knows a couple things. He's doing really good. He's coming out with some new designs that look really interesting. I will put the link to his Instagram and Facebook page down in the description section so you can check him out online, you know? Go check out his Instagram. It's really fascinating what he's doing. All right. Class dismissed. Keeping Mr. Finian and Flanagan separated for the day. Thank you so much. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.